After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see, last season's national champions, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. They'll run it here. That's the running back of the ball.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Big moment early in this championship game. 3rd down coming up. He keeps it on the design run. Fighting off the defender. Put him out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be first and goal at the 7.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. Ball handed off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got him open. Watch out, he's got great speed. They get him down, but he found a good running in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the Cavaliers moving quickly down the field here.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He could go. And finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that That's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The pass rush closing in. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
He'll hand it off. The Cavaliers churn out another first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Breaks free. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack in their game plan.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Standing there, gets hit again.
Well, that's back-to-back sacks by this defense. I think they're doing a really good job of mixing up their looks, disguising some coverages. Right now, the offensive line and the quarterback appear to be rattled. Back-to-back sacks here is impressive by this defense.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. See if he can make something happen with the return. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Falls on himself to avoid disaster.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. He's got a receiver wide open here.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice game.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Looking to chuck it again. Good throw to the flat. It's a screen.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers, as they put 6 more on the board. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he fields it inside the 15. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Has the 1st down and more. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He hands it off from the gun. Powers through. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. caught behind the line. It's Lane. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And the Cavaliers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Off a defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? That's a design quarterback keeper. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And he's got it, no problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, we're going to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So second down after the incompletion. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cavaliers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Took a shot at the return, but steps out of the 24. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, second down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring it back. The drive has now reached the 35. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught by the receiver.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking for a man. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Slides to avoid the big hit. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
That's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turn starts inside the field. There's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. No press here. The defense backing away. Makes a quick catch. He fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. No huddle here for the offense. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. QB keeper all the way. First down and more. He's still running. Go for it. Doesn't work out this time.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He lets it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On the run, it's Lane. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The offense with some pre-snap motion. The offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll give it to the running back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Physical run, earns the 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game when you're quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. who's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 22, not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. He bought some time, now lets it go. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw again. He flips it to the back across the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, there's nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing. Checks it down to the back, picks up some positive yards, but he's got to remember that clock is ticking.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So a crucial 3rd down play. Try a field goal from here will be 53 yards. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 29 seconds left.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out.
offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Touchdown, LSU. They jump on top out here in the 4th.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for 2. Try to win it right here. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What did they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. A 1-point game, and now the crucial extra point attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. And the Cavaliers will have the football first to begin overtime. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Movement here from the tight end. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Going for his running back. caught over the middle. It's Lane. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The offense comes up on 3rd and long. They'd love to convert, but they don't want to make a mistake. You've got to give your kicker a chance here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. No room for mental errors here in overtime. And the Cavaliers will line up on 1st and 10. Has a path to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Signs it with throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. LSU now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. And it's a touchdown. You're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. How about this? A 2-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Looking to throw here. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter with the playoff spot locked up. We're going to find out how they'll fare